Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome back once again to another Saturday morning and Coffee with HDR. Good morning, Rocky J, Mike. Good morning to Wit and Judy. Good to see you folks in there already. Good morning, BD Ryder. Man, I tell you what, I had high hopes. Morning, Jerry. I had high hopes this morning of getting a motorcycle out today and going for a ride. And then I started looking at the wind chill factors, and I don't even think the heated gear is going to help me today, folks. Morning, Jerry. Good to see you in there. Yeah, I don't think the heated gear is going to help. And Mrs. HDR said I would get frostbite, so she's probably right. Somewhere anyway. I don't know, frostbite on my hands, on my I don't know. I mean, even with heated gloves, man. You start getting into those zero digits and or single digits temperatures out there, and you're going out for a little ride on your motorcycle, right? And I know most of us riders would do that, right? Um, Cold there also, Judy. Yeah. Hey, Mr. McStash. Good morning, man. I'm going for a ride, but I'm getting paid to do it. Mr. McStash, someday I got to sit down and we're going to have a little chit chat. Mrs. HR has been talking about coming up and taking a ride with you and your wife and going out to dinner. She always asks, "What part of Ohio do you live in, Mr. McStash?" We're always trying to get that in our head because we're through Ohio a lot. So that's something she's been talking about for a while. So probably this summer, I'm sure we'll get up your way. Southern Rider, good morning. Good morning, Hogs Driver 88. Good morning, Be the Rider PA. Yeah, that's not happening. Morning in the garage this morning, Burr. Very, very cold out there. You miss your Ultra, Mr. Smith. Good morning. El Dorado Casino is right close. I got to write that down. El Dorado Casino. So apparently everybody can hear me okay this morning. The audio is fine. El Dorado. I'll let her know, Mr. McStash, because I know she wants to try to meet up with you and your wife and maybe a lunch or something one day. So we'll see what we can do there. But she was very interested. She likes watching your rides, especially with your wife, because, she can relate. So that's really nice. Good morning, Dusty in the Wind. Nice to have you on board there with us this morning. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm getting into today. Be the Rider PA was going to come over. We're talking about not bleeding the brakes. I'm sorry, changing the brake fluid out. And then he said, you have to take the bike for a ride to get the ABS working again. I'm like, yeah, that's probably not today. So we're going to hold off a little bit on that. So I do have some garage videos I have to get done. Some stuff on the bike because let's face it, April's coming. It's going to be here before we know it. We'll be back out there riding really, really soon. So that's going to be something to look forward to. Air bleeder. Not so much a bleeding. We're not going to bleed the brakes. We're going to change the brake fluid. I think we talked about that one morning on this show. What you're supposed to on your Harleys, you're supposed to flush your brake fluid out completely and change it every 2 years because it breaks down. It gets moisture in it. And we're also going to do the hydraulic clutch at the same time. So that's the general plan. We're going to have to get that done at some point here before the riding season. And the problem is with that, it's a two-man job. And the reason it's a two-man job is you don't want to get air in the brakes. Because as you're pumping the fluid out of your brake lines, you have to have somebody keep pouring a little bit more in the reservoir. So that way you're pumping the new fluid through, but you're keeping the reservoir full all the time. Good morning, Anthony. Glad to see you on board there this morning for another morning here, another Coffee with HDR. Everybody see I rustled around the times a little bit, 7:30 to 8:30 today. It was 7 to 8 the last 2 weekends because I was in my classes. I've been taking these courses, this college course on, and right now they have us online. So I had to actually attend those classes the past 2 Saturday mornings. So hook it to air, then to a bleeder, pull the trigger. It sucks the fluid out. So, yeah, they have that little gun that we have, where you hook it to it and you pump the gun. And you're exactly right, Mr. McStash. So you play doing it the same way. It pumps that fluid right back out. So good morning, Big Al's Campground. Big Al's Campground, where are you located at there? Huh? Give yourself a little plug there. Are you motorcycle friendly? Payne's Rods, good morning. Good morning, Payne's Rods. If you haven't been watching Payne's Rods Adventures, I feel bad for this guy. He just did all this work on his dirt bike, got all working, everything's running great. And spoiler alert, I'll tell you in this last video, something happens to the bike. It's disastrous, man. I tell you, he was so upset he just shut the video off. He's like, I'm done. Had a few choice words for it. Pretty cool. Very good words. But very good videos. Check out Payne's Rods videos. Mississippi, Big Al's Campground in Mississippi. We may be able to make it there this summer. We've been talking, myself and Mrs. HDR. You guys know we talked about a West Coast trip this year. We're not sure yet if that's going to happen because that's 3 weeks that we would be on the road, probably 3.5. So we may make it as far as the K River Campground. K River Campground, go down, and actually get to see the campground firsthand. I know a lot of you folks already have, and we just want to be able to do that. So we might go as far as there and turn around to come home. Anthony's working. He's sending emails. Harley 103, good morning. Anyone here install a triple tree air deflector? I'm not sure what the air deflectors are. Somebody on the chat room here, I'm sure they did. Hog Rider, good morning. You're in Newcastle. You're not far from us at all. Visiting from New Mexico. Man, it's cold here. Yeah, Hog Rider. If you're coming up here from New Mexico, big change in weather. Big change in weather. That's for sure. Oh, there you go. So Harley 103, Be the Rider PAS, if it's on a road glide, the triple tree air deflector. It might be what he had on his road glide special. Southern Rider, good morning to you. Jerry, good morning. Are you going to do a video changing your clutch and your brake fluid? Jerry, yes, we will. We will. Be the Rider PA has done it several times. I don't like to fumble the first time I do something and fumble around with a video. It makes it look very unprofessional, and I'm a backyard mechanic. Mrs. HDR bought me that wonderful toolbox. I got all these cool tools, and I'm slowly learning how to work on my own bike. So Be the Rider PA will be here. We'll team up on it. And yeah, we'll do a video on it because he's done them before. So then you guys will be able to see. And there are videos on YouTube, but we'll put our own little twist on it. Morning Hog Driver 88. Yeah, both of those guys have videos. I know that Ryan Alcher, never can say his name. They have videos up on it. The triple tree air deflector never made much of a difference on the Victory. I have tried 2 of them. So that's from Payne's Rods. Okay, so he wants to put it on a triple tree on a street glide, guys. On a street glide. Anybody have any idea? Any words of wisdom for the street glide? But anyway, so yeah, that is one of our garage videos coming up. Nuts and bolts Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Paydays on Friday. You're a mechanic. Well, I've never been paid to do any mechanical work on anything like you guys. Anthony there, you've probably seen him on my videos. You'll see him on more videos coming up soon. We call him Road Glide Andy, and he is a highly trained, highly efficient, paid mechanic. He can fix anything with a monkey wrench and a roll of duct tape. He's a really good mechanic. So yeah, apparently nobody's tried the triple tree wind deflectors on a street glide. I'm sure on YouTube there's probably a video on it. You can probably find something somewhere. Other than that, you guys know how I like to talk, and I can usually talk for an hour. So the chat room makes it a lot more interesting because you guys are throwing different questions in there. Coat hanger and hammer. You're right, Mr. McStash. I was talking to some of my students the other day, and they were saying something about an exhaust system falling off. And I said, that's why you always keep a wire coat hanger in your car. I've even went out and helped my son a few times, crawled under his car and tied up the exhaust system with a coat hanger. How many of us have done that, right? Clamp breaks, you're good to go. So when does our video come out? I think I'll have to look, Anthony. I'll text you later and let you know when the video is coming out. We took a new ride, a nice ride, right at the end of the season. Matter of fact, myself and Road Glide Andy here, Anthony, we took a ride, and as it started getting dark, we started putting on more clothing. It was getting really cold really fast, and so he turned off his exit, and I still had probably from West Virginia where he lives to my house is probably, I don't know, guys, what, 25, 30 miles, maybe 25 miles. And it was getting dark, and I'm on the highway, and it's getting really cold. You'll also see that video coming out because I recorded it coming back, and past them tractor trailer trucks, man, I was feeling the cold air. And I talked to Miss HDR on the phone before I came home, and she goes, well, just throw your heated gear on. I said, well, that would be great if it wasn't hanging in the cupboard in the house. So anytime you go out between October and April, and you have any kind of heated gear or electric gear or battery operated gear, put it on the bike. Just even if you don't need it in the morning when you start out, you might need it when you come home. That's my word of wisdom for everybody. So, Dusty in the Wind, good morning. Used to wrench on your bikes, but since my son is an HD master tech, I just have him do my bike servicing. Well, that's really great. Oh, Anthony says 33 miles I rode home that day. So it was pretty chilly. Yeah, I wish my son was a Harley Davidson master tech. Man, that's so great to have that in your family, right? I've got to use that if you want to try them out. Set is like $40 new. Yeah, Be the Rider PA is going to be having a big announcement on his channel coming up very, very soon. So if you're not subscribed to his channel, I would do so. It's a huge announcement. Everybody's going to be really amazed. You'll probably be like gasping, like, I can't believe it. And it's just going to be really something. His big announcement coming up. Hopefully, I'm going to be with him when he experiences this great, interesting thing that's happening. So we'll see. We'll see if we can work it out with the timing. But yeah, big announcement on Be the Rider PA's YouTube channel. So just throwing it out there for you. Absolutely. He just did a stage 131 build for me. Oh man, that's really great. I don't even know what that 131 engine kit costs. Is it $5,000? That's what I heard, $5,000. I know a lot of people have been asking me. I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of instant messaging, DMs, direct messaging, saying, HDR, which bike are you picking out? What bike are you buying? We know the new models came out. What are you going to be buying this year? And sad to say that myself and Miss HDR have talked. We've looked at the new bikes. The only thing that I'd be interested in is the brake assist. You know how when you get up on the hillside, you tap the brakes and you can let go of the foot brake and the handbrake, and the bike just sits on the hill. It's really, really cool. But that would be the big thing I'd be interested in. And there is no new motorcycle in my future, guys. Not this year. Maybe next year. We'll see what they come out with. But plus, if you see the gray, look, I show you guys every week the gray. I can't. Oh, there it is. Haha. You can see I'm getting very, very, very close to retirement. So when you start looking at retirement, you start thinking about, we don't want any big debt hanging over our head. And somebody asked me about my bike, actually, and I called the dealer. We talked about my bike. I mean, they'll give me a pretty good deal on it, pretty good trade-in. But the downside to the whole thing is, what you have in the bike, all the extras, and I know I could take them all off. That's for sure. But then you have to rebuild a whole nother bike up from the ground again. And but they asked me, I said, how many miles do you have on your bike? I said, what's a 2018? I got 17,000 miles. They're like, is that all? That's like new. We'll give you top dollar. And I'm like, yeah, but so I don't even have it broke in yet. I know some of these guys on here, they haven't. I think Anthony has a 19, and he already has like 32,000 miles on it. Be the Rider PA had an 18. He bought his the same year as mine. And I think he can tell you, I think it's a little bit over 40,000 miles. So these guys ride, though. These guys will do, 15,000 miles a year. Anthony does, 5,000 miles every week. I'm just kidding. Every month. Yeah, 26. So he has 26 on a 2019. So, no, you built some custom cabinets for his home all in the garage. So I see, Dusty, how you're paying for it. Don't shoot me. I don't even own an HD. Payne's Ride, though, you got the coolest looking, badass looking Victory I've ever seen. So thumbs up to you on that Victory, man. I was fortunate enough to see Payne's Ride's Victory, if you watch his videos, in person. And it's different. It's like, you see all these guys riding Harleys or riding their motorcycles, whatever it is, on their motor vlogs. And until you get to experience that bike, it's kind of like if you would go see the Batmobile in person, right? We see it on TV all the time, but to see the Batmobile in person. So we got to experience Payne Ride's Victory, like sitting right out live and in living color. And you want to talk about a man that's obsessive, compulsive about cleaning his bike? That Victory is beautiful, man. So yeah, it doesn't matter what's on the tank as long as it's two wheels. And I know I have a lot of you that ride three wheels, and that's fine too. Three wheels is good too. Let's put it this way. If you have to put a helmet on, then it's all right. So if you're riding a slingshot, it's not all right. I'm just saying. Slingshot is not a motorcycle. A slingshot is a car that somebody forgot to put a heater and air conditioner in. Go back through some of these comments here, being I've been BSing here. Man, I saw your thumbnail, but no notice. I can't rest. What? Jamon, I'm just seeing you saw my thumbnail. But you didn't get a notice. You can't reset my not the kids. Huh. Yeah, I don't know why the notices aren't popping up on everybody's feeds. I guess hit the bell notification. Make sure that you are getting notified right away when these things go live. Normally, unless something happens with schooling that I have to be in school on a Saturday, I will be doing these from 7:30 to 8:30 on Saturday mornings. 7:30 to 8:30 on Saturday mornings. Harley Day. Oh, Be the Rider PA on a 2018 has 40,249 miles. And I bought mine a few months after him, and I got 17,000. Who rides more? What he actually does, and he's a good friend of mine. We talk a lot, usually at least. When I get a text message, Miss HDR goes, "Is it bingo?" That's what be the rider PA. That's around the inner circle. We know him as bingo. She goes, "Is that bingo or the boys?" And you guys know the boys, right? So it's Bob and Colin, right? And we talk the three of us. I mean, I talk to these three guys all the time. So how he got so many miles in, they wanted to do this mile challenge. So he bought one of those wheel chalk things you put under the wheels. They got the little spinners on it, so you can like clean your rims. I told him that's what it's for. He goes, "No, it's not." He locked his throttle control on. He went in the house. He ran 2 tanks of gas through that bike and it never moved out of the garage. But the wheel kept spinning. So he kept getting miles on there. So that's how he got that many miles on there. I'm just kidding. That would be cool though, huh? It's like, how many miles you got on your bike? Oh, it's an 18. I got 122,000 miles on it. What? It's like, yeah, I didn't ride it. I just left it run in the garage. Slacker. No, I'm not a slacker. Here's what and oh man, these Facebook posts are just, they're ridiculous, man. People say this, and I don't think I'm that way, but me and Mrs. HDR talk a lot, and Harley Davidson has sent me those little rocker things, like your mileage rockers. And I have one all the way up, to 40,000 miles in my life of riding Harley Davidsons, because it doesn't matter which bike you build those based on how many miles you ride accumulated over how many bikes. It doesn't matter. But she said, boy, Harley Davidson really has a great marketing strategy. Here's their marketing strategy. Hey, keep riding your motorcycle. We'll give you rockers for how many miles you ride. So if you have a 2018 and you got, you say you have a 2018, you got 60,000 miles on, man. Oh, Harley's happy. Then you go trade in. They're like, I don't want that piece of junk. It's got 60,000 miles on it. It's just so funny. So, plus we didn't take that many trips this year at all, or last year. That was our big thing. We usually go on every year we usually do 2,000 to 3,000 mile journey on the motorcycle. And this year it was not that. It was just a little bit over 1,000. And it was only 4 days. We're usually out and about for almost 2 weeks every year. So anyway, the wife set it up for the grandkids. Oh, I see what you're saying. So she logged into your YouTube with another account. Jamon, tell your wife, don't ever do that again. Never. Because you'll miss HDR. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. That's probably a good thing. It keeps the kids' accounts away from your account, So Memorial Day, we are doing a big trip. But other than that, let us know. Okay, Mr. McStash. Yeah, we'll let you know when that's going to be. Hopefully everybody on here, I would imagine, is probably going to Tazewell on June 11th, 12th, and 13th. Grandpa Moto, good morning from Washington State. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Paynes Rides put 70,000 miles on his victory since 2014, but that's going to seriously slow down. I like riding off-road much more than I want. Okay. Well, yeah, I understand that. You had a Star Venture, you put 83,000 miles on it before you bought your Harley. Yeah, those are good bikes too. I mean, but yeah, I could see Bingo. See, Mr. McStash. Excuse me, guys. You believe it, huh? See, you believe Bingo would do that. Put his bike up on blocks, just crack the throttle and be like, I got 80,000 miles. But on Facebook, people bash you on Facebook, right? It's to the point where sometimes it's like you say something and you're going to just get slammed for it. But yeah, I don't purposely not ride my bike to get miles. I really don't care about the mileage. I'm not trying to beat anybody any year. I'm not trying to be the highest mileage guy. I mean, here's one thing is the tires cost me a shit ton of money, right? Tires are expensive for that motorcycle. And I'm not wearing 2 sets out every year just to say I did. Yeah, they're just too much money. If I get for a set of tires, I should get at least 2 full riding seasons out of a set of tires. That's my goal. If I could do that, then I did all right. A lot of my stuff is around town riding, through the back roads of America. You guys know I love to do that. But usually it's not a whole lot of miles. I mean, we go on group rides, probably where you get the most mileage. Where are you? I am located 20 miles outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 20 miles outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So you'll see me riding paints rods. I'm planning on making a trip to Tazewell in June. Might be bringing 2 of my road riding buds also. Hey, that'd be cool, man. Paints rods asked me who is, we talk also, we text back and forth every now and then. So, a few of the guys on here have my number. We chit chat, and I like that. So Paints Rods asked the other day is who's the organizer of that thing? I think the key organizer is Mr. G 1965. This is one of the guys that has, not, I don't even know if he broke 1,000 subs yet, 1,000 subscribers, but I tell you what, he is making a big, huge impact in our community. And I have to thank him for that. Mr. G, I talked to him on and off, and we were going to have him on our Sunday show. He had some computer difficulties, so we couldn't make it happen. But he has made a huge impact in the community just by doing his shout outs. His shout outs are just super cool. What an idea. He put a new twist on the whole motovlogging community. So it's cool. Let's see here. If you have a Harley credit card, you're a member of HOG. You get the mileage recorded by the dealer. You earn points and gift cards for Harley stuff. Ah, I didn't know that. I've never earned any gift cards. Not that I remember for any Harley stuff. Of course, I don't have a Harley credit card. I applied. They said, apply for this credit card. We're going to give you 2.5% interest. It came in the mail. It said, welcome to Harley credit card. We're going to charge you 29% with the highest credit rating available I have. What? So I called them the same day I canceled. She goes, but why? You never used it. I said, because you suck. I said, I have credit cards like with Chase, for like 1.9% interest. So just buy on there. But I guess if you pay all that interest, so if you have a credit card from Harley and you buy a t-shirt for 30 and you pay them back 45, yeah, they can give you a $5 gift card every now and then, right? You're giving them the money. So you want to know a bigger farce? I think Miss HDR is awake, so she may say something about this one. But any of your women go to Kohl's. Kohl's Cash is another big garbage thing, right? Marketing ploy. Yeah, I buy my shoes there, and you buy a new pair of shoes, you get a $10 Kohl's Cash gift certificate. Now you can't use that to go like buy dinner somewhere or give me $10. Hand me a $10 bill, right? No, that's to come back and buy something else at their store. So they know you're always coming back. But yeah, so that's why I don't do the Harley credit stuff. Oh yeah, Mr. McStash will be down there too. Here, Mr. McStash already met Mr. G. If you didn't see that video, go back and look. And like I said, I was going to go down one weekend and something came up and I couldn't make the trip down. So yeah, it's in the 20s in Connecticut today. It's probably about the same here, guys. It's cold out there. Where is Tazewell? Guys, help me out. Tazewell is in Virginia. Is it Tazewell? It's Tazewell, Virginia, right? I think it is. We're going to ride the back of the dragon. If you've never ridden the back of the dragon, I think it's more fun than the tail of the dragon. The tail of the dragon just has more publicity to it because everybody's like, I got to ride the tail or the tail of the dragon, which we did. It's a cool road, but the back of the dragon just has those long sweeping turns around down and has those the 90-degree cutbacks, and it's just good stuff. So that's where we'll be. Yeah, Tazewell. No, it's not Tazewell. Is it? It's Tazewell, Virginia, right? Not West Virginia. Is it? No. Tazewell. Is it West Virginia? Huh. I need another browser window. I don't have enough browsers open. I got 4 monitors, not a browser. Tazewell. Oops. Taz. As well. Back of the Dragon. Back of the Dragon. Yeah, Tazewell, Virginia, not West Virginia, guys. Virginia. Yeah, Anthony, you're right. It is. It's in Virginia. So, if anybody wants to look up. Let's see if it even says this. Just look up Back of the Dragon in Tazewell. 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 They have an amazing gift shop at the end of the ride, or at the beginning, depending on how you come through it. There's the address coming up on your chat. The Dragon Slayer in Kentucky. That sounds like fun too. Toby Northern has a Facebook page of it. There you go. So there's another help for you if you want to check out the Facebook stuff. I would do that too, Painsor. I would tell Miss HR, and we went there this past year, and I'd say, "Oh man, that was a great ride down there in Tazewell in West Virginia." She goes, "Yeah, I know it's Virginia," or I would think it's in Tennessee. I think it's. Did we start in Tennessee? Maybe, I don't remember. Sunny in Florida now. Thanks, Frosty Traveler. Sunny in Florida. Oh, there it is. VAMM21. VAMM21. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. It's, I know for sure that myself and the guys are booked. I told you we talk a lot. I know Be the Rider PA is booked. So our wives are not going with us on this trip because we're coming back. We're coming back that Sunday, and I believe it's the next Saturday or 2 Saturdays after that. We're leaving for vacation. We're going on a 6-person vacation for a week. Destination unknown yet. Unknown. So it's either going to be the Smoky Mountains or it's going to be Vermont. So we're going either one way or the other. We haven't narrowed down to 2 places. We just don't know where we're going to end up. And then from that vacation, I think myself and Mrs. HDR is leaving from that, and we're going to the K River campground. And then we'll come back up, make a big loop back up into Pennsylvania. So maybe be on the road for a total of 3 weeks altogether. But we have some fishing trips we want to do this year too with the new boat. Everybody's seen my new boat, and we want to get out there and catch some crappie and some bass. So, hey, good morning, D Hoove. Good morning. Glad to have you on board there with us this morning. Frosty Travelers, if I didn't catch you, good morning. Are you bringing girlfriends instead? No. Just us and the boys. Just the boys ride. I think last year, and Paige, you went up to the Allegheny National Forest, I know, not long ago. I think last year when we got together and did that group ride, and Be the Rider PA even came with us, so we were there. He was our tour guide. But I think we just decided that you just have to have a boys ride every year somewhere, And Mrs. HR is on board. She's like, "Thank God you're going away for a couple of days." You've heard that before, right? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Hey, it even works after 20 years of marriage. So your bike ride, your vacation's the week before that. So yeah, so I think it was a good time to have that meetup. Should go to Wisconsin with you, with us 7th through the 23rd. Wisconsin. Yeah, I don't know where we're going to end up. Um, we'll just have to play that by ear and figure out where we're going to end up yet. I figured you and the boys would do the world record poker run. I'm hearing a lot of vloggers are going to be involved. We talked about it, but it's kind of I don't want to say it's a stupid idea, but here's the thing for us. If I go from here to Sturgis, it's a straight shot, well, straight shot west, right? We're not going to drive all the way down to Florida and then cut all the way back up. Those guys, it's going to be probably, they're going to have at least 3 or 4 weeks to do that trip. So we are not going to do that ride. But I wish them luck. I hope they have good luck doing it. I hope it works out well. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Mrs. Payne doesn't mind a break from you either. It's just the way it is. That's a good marriage. First weekend of October for the Stubborn Biker Rally. Yeah, I'm a little nervous going to K River for the biker rallies. I know a lot of you have done it, but that's just too many people, man. Too many people. That's just not my scene. We like to go when it's nice and calm and relaxing, and maybe we can meet Adam, and get to meet some people at the campground. I think that would be cool. But when there's that many people, he doesn't really have time for a meet and greet. So that's my plan anyway. Who knows where we'll end up? I wish Frosty said, I wish I could type. Be the Rider PA is a tour guide everywhere. He's only been able to take him to one place he hasn't been. Yeah, he is a good tour guide. Head up to Canada if the border reopens. Yeah, when's the border going to reopen there, Harley 103? Come on. Really? I mean, I don't get it. Like, if this virus is blowing through the wind, it'll come right over the falls and go right into Canada anyway. Like, nobody's going to just walk in there and sneeze and bring it to there. I mean, I don't get it. I don't know. Whatever your thoughts are on it is your thoughts. I have my own personal beliefs and my own thoughts. So, but we used to come to Canada at least once a year, if not twice. We used to always say, myself, Miss Short, and people say, "Oh, wouldn't the falls look beautiful frozen?" I have to go see them frozen, and nobody ever does. Nobody ever goes and sees the falls frozen. Well, one year we decided to go do it. It was cold. It was really cold. I had a jacuzzi room with a fireplace and all this stuff, and I think it cost me $60 a night in the off season. So if you ever want to go to Niagara Falls, go in the wintertime, dead of winter. I'm talking January, February. Not only that, the spinning restaurant during the summer, you might be a 2-day wait for your reservation. I called and said, "Can we get a reservation?" They said, "Come on down, just go up. The elevator's open," and they take you straight up in the wintertime. There's nobody there. Now, what you will find in Niagara Falls in the wintertime is a lot of construction, because that's when they rebuild everything, right? So, yeah. So when the border reopens, we will be up there. I want to take the bike into another country. Canada would be fine, because I want to be known as an international moto vlogger. What do you think about that? That's catchy, huh? HDR, the international moto vlogger. It's my thought. That's the way I think. Frosty Traveler, yep. They found COVID in ice cream in China last week. Yeah, but it might have been bat flavor. Now, I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know what to buy, but I love Canada. We love the wineries in Canada, and I can't wait until we can go back. Just to drive into Canada. So, matter of fact, a few years ago, probably 3 years ago, we got our passports, right? We never had passports. We needed them to go on a trip or something. Oh, we were getting ready to go to Ireland is what it was. So we got our passports. Well, we wanted to get these passports stamped, right? We never had passports. So we went to Canada and we went into Niagara Falls. And apparently we didn't know, but you got to ask, like they don't just take it and stamp it. So when we got, we went through the border and we opened our things and there was no stamp. You got to ask them to stamp them. So anyway, it is nice up there. We love it. Yeah, see Mr. McStash, they're close. They rode up there every year. It's a great ride. I think it's up Route 90. You get right into Canada. My plan this year is to Tazewell, Virginia in June, and then back to Florida and ride to Daytona Beach to California. Frosty, that's going to be a nice ride for you. That's going to be a really nice ride. Daytona Beach to Florida, or to California. Doug, good morning to you. Truck driver back and forth every day, and people have been flying back and forth, but you can't drive across. Yeah, that makes no sense. So I can fly to Canada, but I can't drive into Canada. Where does that make sense? Oh well. Oh well. The way it's been handled makes about as much sense as having a peeing section in a public pool. Yeah, you're pretty much right, Anthony. But I mean, I try not to talk too much about all the craziness going on. I like talking about motorcycles. Bob Nelson, good morning to you. Good morning. I'll be talking to you a little bit here later on this morning. Myself and Mr. Bob there, I actually called him yesterday at my lunchtime before my students came in the classroom, and we had like a 5-minute chit chat on the phone. So Bob tells me it's interesting because he thinks he's still getting older, but I don't believe that about Bob. Not at all. Bob's not aging a day. He may be like Mr. What was that? Mr. Buttonhead, Beavis Buttonhead. I don't know what the guy's name was, where he started out as like an old man and he worked his way back. I think he's getting younger. He's not getting older. So, oh man, been fun having coffee with you. Got to work. Bye, Jamon. Thanks, man. Make sure you get that set up so you get that little bell notification, man. Thank you so much for joining. We were going to go to Nova Scotia last year, Judy. I've been to Nova Scotia once in my life, and when we were on our motorcycle trip, 2 years ago, sorry, and we were in Maine. The object was to go up to up around Bangor, I think it is, and catch the ferry boat with the motorcycle to go to Nova Scotia. So we started looking at it, and it appeared to us that it was going to be $400, $300 or $400 each way to take the motorcycle and one rider. And then Mrs. HDR, we had to pay for her as a passenger. So on the ferry boat. And but not that we ran out of money, we ran out of time. We didn't have time to do it. So yeah, Bob, you're acting younger. That's right. There's nothing wrong with that, Bob. The only thing better in NS than riding was the food. Yeah, I would like to do some riding there also. I think it'd be really cool. Yeah, Nova Scotia is cool. From what I remember, Nova Scotia is very much a tourism town. It's right there on the ocean. So the ferry boat came in. We got off the ferry boat, and my daughter at the time, she was with us, and she was, oh geez, maybe 4 years old, maybe 3 or 4 years old, pretty young. And so we got off and we're walking, but we got like 3 streets back, and it looked like the South Bronx. It was so scary. Like I was gonna get killed. I mean, it was terrible. What they do is with these tourism towns, you guys know, they paint that pretty picture on the front, right? So when you get off, even cruise ships, you get off the cruise ship, everything is beautiful. Colors are beautiful. The people are well dressed. It's beautiful. And then you go 3 streets in or 2 roads over, or take a car and just drive into the country a little bit. And then you'll see how depressed things really get really fast. So, see here. You want to ride the Canadian Rockies? That would be pretty cool. Yeah, it would be fun. Old is a state of mind. My mind's getting into a deeper state then because I feel older and older every day. I talked to one of our other teachers at work yesterday, and I felt so bad. She's kind of limping into the building. I said, "Oh, man, what's wrong?" She goes, "Oh, my knees, my knees." And she's probably our age. She's 50, 55, right around that age. And I said, "What's wrong with your knees?" She goes, They're just so bad. They're so bad. When it gets cold, they're riddled with arthritis. I can hardly move." I said, "Do you need knee replacements?" Yeah, yeah. But the doctor said I'm too young. What the hell's wrong with these doctors? What do you mean you're too young? I have pain in my knees. If you got a titanium knee, put it in, right? Yeah, but they always tell you, you're too young for a new knee. Are you really sure? Like, she can't walk. So, anyway, Mrs. BRP wants to go there, but waiting for HDR to tour guide us. To go where? Go to Canada or Nova Scotia? Good morning, Bob. Bodine 52. Good morning to you. That's because you won't buy a dirt bike HDR. Pains, if I buy a dirt bike, I got more chance of running into a tree than I got being hit by a car on a highway. I'm not as coordinated as you are, my friend. I watch you on that bike, and they go through these trees, guys, where the side like mirrors are like almost clipping the trees. I just watch these videos on it, and I cringe. It's like, no, don't go there. And the other day he went over this rock, and I'm like, he's going to flip it right there. He went straight up and poof, right up on top of that rock. My heart was pounding for you there, Payne's Rod. But Nova Scotia. Yeah, we're gonna. I don't know when. I don't know. As everybody's been saying, the borders have to reopen. Once we get that figured out, and if we're allowed to go, that would be great. Good morning, Gordon. Good to see you online this morning. As long as you can get the bike off the side stand. Well, you're right. Then I guess you're saying you're not too old then. As long as you can get the bike off the side stand. Well, that's always possible. Once you get on the bike and you start up, and if you drive forward, the side stand will naturally go up. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad everybody's in there joining me this morning. And I got the heater going and still got hot coffee there with HDR. We've been talking about just about everything this morning. And it's just great having you folks in here. I think this is my pretty sure 5th or 6th week already. And these are great. It's a nice way to spend Saturday morning with everybody. And just nice to check everybody out there. Hog Driver 88, good morning to you. Good morning, Doug M. Doug M, Highway 40 and 93 are great going north and south. Highway 3, 1A, and 16 going east and west. The Rockies are great. Yeah, it's been a great a great week. Mrs. HDR told me, a lot of you guys know that, and girls out there, that I put got the heater in the garage. I got it working, and it's absolutely amazing. And she's like, yeah, you complain, and now you got it, and now you hardly even turn it on. You hardly even go down there. You don't do anything. I really got to spend the day in the garage today is what I'm hoping. I got I have a lot of work that I have to do for other things, but Larry 68 HD, good morning to you. So, but yeah, I got to do some garage stuff. I got to work on the bike. It needs detailed. I went down. Well, we pulled her car in the other day in the garage. I opened the door. My bike said, "Where in the hell you been?" I'm like, "What's the matter with you?" She goes, You leave me down here. It's freezing cold. You turn the heat up. That's my motorcycle talking. She's like, "Who's talking?" I was like, "It's the motorcycle, hun." And it said, "And I need cleaned. Look at this dust on me. I look absolutely filthy." I said, "Nobody's going to see you anyway. You're in the garage." She's like, Shut up and clean me." I'm just kidding. I think I have a video coming out talking about admiring our bikes, and you guys see my pictures on Instagram. You go down there and just sit down and uh, look at the bike. 'Cause you can't move it. So, all right, Bob, you're getting a haircut today. That's good. That's good, Bob. If you'll be in the garage, I'll stop by when I get done work. Maybe we'll grab some lunch. Text me first, Anthony. I'll let you know what's going down. I'll let you know what's going on there, partner. But like I said, I've been wanting to get out there for the past 4 weekends. All right, Frosty Traveler, have a great day. Thank you so much for having coffee this morning with HDR. And come back and join me for a cup next Saturday morning. Bob only has 2 hairs. Well. Anthony, did you ride your bike to work today? Anthony rides all the time, too. I'm talking. It's like, oh, it was only -10. He'll be out riding his motorcycle. Nothing like washing the bike on the driveway on a nice summer morning. Oh, you're right. That's the best time. Clean the bike up. This time of year, you're kind of, well, if I wash it outside today, it's going to freeze. And you guys might have seen they didn't put any drains inside my garage like I asked. So I can't wash it in the garage. So I'm kind of down to like F11. F11, rag it and wipe it down, but that'll make it nice. Oh, you got the shop truck today. Okay. But yeah, so I've been, the bike does need cleaned up. But more so than that, there's some work that needs done on it. I was talking to some people here and kicking around the idea about putting a stage 2 on my bike, because I wanted more power. I want to try to get it up to the power of at least a 114 engine. So I think a stage 2 would do it without having to spend a whole lot of money. So that's a possibility, but we're still kicking things around with it. But especially now that I know for sure I'm not buying a new bike. I mean, that's just not going to happen. Plus, you guys heard my videos. I mean, I love the bike. I love the ride. Why would I trade it? Mrs. HDR was always been kind of upset that we traded. She said we traded Black Beauty, and it did everything we wanted to do. It ran great. The engine was good, had a nice warranty on it. So do it. Painter Russ said, do it. Do the stage 2 upgrade. I kind of figure it this way. I'm kind of going to have to upgrade my bike. Everybody I ride with has bigger bikes now, and I can't keep up with them. So, Anthony has a 114. I lead because that way I can slow him down a little bit because his bike is just so fast. Bronco rides bike. He has a stage 4, and it is just so fast. You can't keep up with him. Bob, Bodine 52 got the stage 1 upgrades. Now his bike is a lot faster than mine. And, and if I let these guys get in the front, so what I do though, is I figured it out. I lead. So if I lead, then they have to pace me. You always put the slowest motorcycle in the front. So I was talking to, Be the Rider PA last night. And I said, I think I'm going to join a moped group. Then that way I'll have the fastest bike because it'll be the moped group. Stage 4, 131. I would do the 131 on my bike if Harley would sponsor me and give me the engine and do the work. I would film it. I'd record it. CVOs come out. Yeah. How come Harley 103? How come the CVOs didn't come out this year? This year, of all things and everything Harley needed to do, they should have at least brought the CVOs out with standard 131 engine. Standard. And put that 117 on everything else. Everything else. So, but they didn't. You will have to go through the break-in again. You will have to go through the break-in again. You mean for the upgrade on the engine? You have to break it in again? Do you like the Rogue Glide better than the old Ultra? Yes, I like the Road Glide a lot better. It's a lot smoother ride. It's easier to do slow turning maneuvers because you're not fighting that fairing, right? The fairing's bolted. You just turn the handlebars. It is the closest thing to riding a Road King without having a Road King. That's how I can explain it. Basically, that's what the bike is. It's a Road King with a fairing bolted on the frame. So I do like the Road Glide better. They can make money if they went with the 131 already installed. They can't make money. Yeah, but if you're buying a CVO, if you're spending $45,000 on a motorcycle, well, shit, give you the best stuff they can give you, right? It, I don't know. Even when you buy a motorcycle, don't give me a shirt from the dealer. You bought your motorcycle with this dealer. You bought your that's bull. Let me pick out whatever T-shirt I want, right? And give me a hat. I just gave you $30,000 for a motorcycle. Give me a nice T-shirt and a nice hat. Come on. I don't know. I can bitch all day about them. I can. I mean, and people I say you can't bitch about her. I own one. I make payments to the Harley Davidson Financial Group every single month. I can say whatever I want. So might get you banned from Facebook, but I can say what I want. I had to throw that out there. Yeah, who knows? I mean, there's just so much they can do. They have to give back to the community. Right? Do you ever think it was sometimes Harley's like, I'll just throw this out there. It's kind of like that. I always look at like Town Talk or any bread company that you deal with in your area, right? So they take back stale bread. So Harley takes back all of the motorcycles that were made in 2019. They repaint them with new colors. They change the VIN number so they can say it's new again. And they put it back on the showroom floor, and now it's a 2021. I think it's what they do. Because the bike does not change. Nothing changes. So I'm pretty sure that's what they do. So forget the stage 2. Do a stage 1 with a new head pipe. I cannot change the head pipe on my bike. That's why I want to do a stage 2. It's non-negotiable. I called Harley and they said, absolutely, you will not. They said, we will void your warranty. And I said, do I get my warranty money back? They said, absolutely not, because you're the dumb one. So even the dealer I go to, Bob, won't do it. They said, we will not change that head pipe. So, and if they do, they have to put one with the catalytic converter in it. So, but the stage 2, I'll be changing the cam out, and that's going to give me the more torque that I would get with a straight pipe. So that's why I can't do that. I called them and I wanted to do that. Yeah, they do. They suck. When you have that warranty, they're pretty much like leave it stock. And me, if I cancel the warranty, the engine will blow up next week. You know how that goes. I have that feeling, that gut feeling. So I don't want to do that, but that's the way the warranty works. So, all right, everybody. So there's 2 big announcements today. Wait, where do they give you free anything? That's a $40,000 T-shirt. You're right, Harley 103. Our dealer does. I bought 3 bikes there so far over the course of 5 years. And each time we get 2 free T-shirts, one for me and one for Mrs. HDR. Because I told them she writes the checks, so they give her a shirt too. 2 big announcements tomorrow. Fireside chat with the boys are back at 6 p.m. Don't miss it. It will be with our wives, and we have a special show lined up for you, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. We are going to have a great time. And you're going to learn so much about us and how much we actually might even argue with our wives, and we'll let it go at that. So tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right now, it live and in living color. If you go over to Witt's channel, and I don't have that up, unfortunately. Let me see if I can pull it up before I go. Witt right now is doing a live stream. Our good friend. Let me see if I can get the link here. She is empowering females who ride, empowering females. So it might be something that you want to check out. 2 females talking about riding motorcycles. There's the link. So go over and join hers right now. It looks like she has 25 watching. Let's take our 25 over there and double her up to 50, right? Get her to 190. Get everybody you know over to watch her stuff right now. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Remember, as always, ride your own ride. Be safe out there. If you can get out, Bodine's starting makeup tomorrow. I'm going to get my hair done this afternoon so I can get ready for the show. Take care. I'll see everybody next Saturday. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right on my channel. It's going to be right here. Bye, guys. Thank you for joining. Have a good day.